Hello everyone, Chris Hale here for another Profit Squirrel vlog. How are you all? I hope you're all doing really well. Today, what I want to do in this short video is just go over how you convert betting odds. How do you go from fractional odds into the decimal odds that we use when we're match betting? So let's bring up a betting site such as Ladbrokes, and what you will often see on these when you go on them for the first time is that there are betting odds in fractional formats. So you see things like this: 8 over 5, 23 over 20, 11 over 8. And you might think, how do I actually use that in match betting? Well, the answer is you don't. In match betting, we use the decimal format, which basically just looks like normal numbers. We do this because it's so much easier to use, and also it's just so much faster when you're actually trying to work out your bets. So the first way that you convert these fractional odds into decimals is actually by setting your bookmaker site into the decimal format. I think I've covered this in other videos, and it does change slightly from bookmaker to bookmaker, but normally what you have to do is go up to somewhere around the area where you log in, and there will be some sort of toggle or button, or in the case of Ladbrokes, here we have the settings wheel, and you can see here it says set odds to decimal. Go ahead, click that, and you'll see now all of the odds on the screen have changed to 4.0, 4.5, 1.22, normal looking numbers. If you don't have this option on bookmaker sites, or perhaps there's something you come across on maybe an odds checker website and you want to just check it quickly, the way you convert these odds is a really easy formula that I'm going to show you now. So let's set this back to fractional just so I can pick one out for an example. And let's take this one, on your life, 7 over 2. Now I've got my calculator here, and all you do, it's really easy, just divide the top number by the bottom number. So 7 divided by 2 equals 3.5, and then go ahead and add 1 to that. So that'll then be, add 1, obviously 4.5. If I go ahead and I switch this back to decimal, you'll see that that horse is indeed 4.5. It's a really easy formula. Top number divided by bottom number plus 1. Just do that every single time that you actually need to convert these fractional odds into the decimal ones. Another really interesting thing that you can actually do once the odds are in that decimal format is find out the percentage chance of that event happening. And to do that, all you do is you divide 1 by your decimal odds. So here, if our decimal odds are 4.5, we can do 1 divided by 4.5, which will give us 0.22, which means that there is a 22% chance that this outcome will come true. And this can sometimes be useful when you're doing different offers where you want to get a refund if, for example, refund if there's 4 corners in the first half. What you can actually do is use the odds, and you can make that into something that is a little bit more understandable perhaps, and say, okay, they're saying there's a 22% chance of this happening. It can sometimes make it a little bit easier to understand when you actually convert those into probability. So really easy. If you want a summary of how this works, click the link I've put in the comment below, and that will take you to this blog article on profitsquirrel.co.uk, which just runs you through the formulas and tells you basically what I have told you here, but in a text format. It can be a useful little reminder as well if you just want to check something up quickly. You shouldn't have to do this conversion that often because, as I said, on all of the different bookmaker and exchanges, you can choose your odds format. So as I've shown you in Ladbrokes and this other example here, Bet365, again in the top right we see odds set to fractional. Go ahead, we change those to decimal. It will always be in that general top right area. If you can't find it, ask us in the forum or ask the live chat at the bookmaker, and they'll be able to guide you to how you change your odds to the decimal format. It's an easy skill, it's something very easy to learn, and it's something that you need to learn early on when you're starting to match bet. So I hope that's been a helpful video for you. Make sure you hit that subscribe button to follow Profit Squirrel, and any questions or comments, drop them below. I love to hear from you. Thanks so much for watching, everyone, and I'll talk to you all really soon.